The first of 5 rounds of Super League underway, and we are off here in West India Quay. 300-metre swim followed by a 4-kilometre bike, or 4.6 kilometres, and then we run it home with 2 laps. And that is the first stage of the triple mix. Now, don't forget, every second lost to the leader in stage 1 and 2 will be paid for in stage 3, which is a pursuit start, and it's a fast and frantic beginning to this one.
Good point.
Yeah, this is Sian Rainsley for the Eagles there, and sitting in second, third place with Jeff Coate and Cassandra Beaugrand about to get out first and second. So the race is on really to get to the mount line for that short shoot. 100
a bit from Belgium. Last of all, Sarah Roll, the Mexican who makes her debut, comes across the line a full 24 seconds back to get her shoes off.
And you remember there's a short shoot on offer here. The first person across the mount line again at the end of this, they've got to get their run shoes on and get across that mount line. Whoever gets there first will get the next short shoot.
Could it be Georgia Taylor-Brown? The Scorpions won't win 2 short shoots, but they'll stop someone else from winning one, and we're going to find out who it is right now, and it looks to be the Scorpions, or no, it will be.
Yes.
Just
the Georgia Taylor-Brown's day.
Enough of that. 40 metres is enough. But stage 1 is won by our reigning champion, Georgia Taylor-Brown. Down the black carpet, Spivey and Beaugrand cross together. And they are off. No time there. And I think there was some miscommunication there about where they needed to start.
They were at the wrong line. The athletes were at the dismount line rather than the mount line. So a few of our top athletes were really far back in the group.
My entire team was at the back.
Unfortunately, they were, but you have got some real strength coming from the back there. They are now going into the bike, not the swim. So it'll be interesting to see if they can actually get their helmet on smoothly, or if it actually ends up hindering them rather than being an advantage.
It actually goes 8.64, so there will be 6 points to go to the Sharks for that one as well. And it looks like Taylor-Brown will pick up the 4 points. The group now has been caught, or the pair has been caught. So 1 swim left.
Cassandra's a little further back than I'd like it to be, with Sophie Corbell on the front, who can swim. Beth Potter's put herself in a great position.
That is Super League Triathlon, creating a new discipline out of everything.
Chaos.
So now you have this much.
Taylor Spivey there with a fantastic transition. She was tucked in the middle of that pack, didn't see her until she nipped round Beth Potter, hat and goggles on, absolutely perfectly. 3 fastest run laps were all done by Cassandra Beaugrand, so she gets the 8 from Beth Potter, and then Georgia Taylor-Brown. So the team points are all going the way, basically, of the Bahrain victorious Scorpions. The short shoot as well as out of the swim they come. Annie Emerson gets in the way, and Taylor Spivey heads down to take as much time as possible, and right behind her, Cassandra Beaugrand. Spivey's off. She was actually the one to start in stage 3. Got my maths wrong. Beaugrand goes next. Right behind her, Georgia Taylor-Brown. All right, nothing splits these 4. The 2 Scorpions, the Cheetah, the Rhino, and they head into the water again. A little bit. Spivey's been fantastic again there, exactly as we saw her in stage 2. Brilliant at getting those hat and goggles on fast, really quick down the ramp, and a good gap as she enters the water. You don't want to be any further behind than you can, and an extra body length, it matters.
Out of the water, and 1.6 kilometres to go to decide who wins here in London and takes the lead as we head to Munich next week. And Taylor Spivey looks like she is on a mission.
They can't watch each other and slow down and wait for that sprint. They've got to keep the pressure on, because 6 seconds is a sizable gap, but not if they start playing around.
Beaugrand, who sometimes has been hot and cold in the past, she has turned it right on here in London and laid down a marker. She is absolutely streeting Spivey now. Cassandra Beaugrand, the French woman who has always promised so much, delivers here in London, and she has done it for Bahrain victorious Scorpions. Congratulations, Beaugrand. Taylor Spivey with an incredibly well-earned second. And Colwell looking to come back at Taylor-Brown, but she's not going to be able to do it. A first and a third for Bahrain victorious. A good finish. And look at that, teammates congratulating each other, and then the compatriots congratulating each other as well.
I saw that Georgia was not following me, so I was like, oh, I have to do it for the team. So I gave everything I could, and I ran, and I want to thank so much Physio, because I had some pain on my hips, and he helped me a lot during these last 2 days, so thank you so much. I'll be able to run my best today.
Bahrain victorious Scorpions, Cassandra Beaugrand.
Scorpions on the far right, Rhinos on the far left, and we are off. Someone in the
That was a
middle
false
there
start.
nearly went early.
Without question. I'm going to text that. There's going to be a penalty.
It's one of the Eagles.
Well, having gone out hard and got a bit of a break, they've got a couple of swimmers on their feet, but this is a fantastic swim for Matt Hauser from Australia.
Hauser is actually second there, so it was Riddle that sent us out.
Oh, it was Riddle. It was too.
Through Jamie Riddle. He's been disqualified from the whole race, has he? As we look at the start again, now that looks to me to be...
Riddle.
Was it Riddle?
Yeah, it looks like John. Yeah, it does.
So they've picked the wrong Eagle.
Because Kenji Nina in the red Scorpions kit is sitting on the back. He's not doing any work. He's not going to close down the gap to Tyler when he doesn't need to. It's the Rhinos that need to put people up front.
A bit harsh on himself, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, they all the best are. Now, there's another short shoot to be had here, and it looks like it's going to be, again, the Eagles that take it. So they deny the others. McQueen, Mislachuk, Reed, and Holm has taken the short shoot, and he's done it for the Eagles. The three-time Olympic medalist Brownlee, the two-time Olympic medalist Yee, the present and the future, and there is Hayden Wild, who wants to take his turn on the front. Such is the close nature of the different teams in this battle. It's not a Bahrain victorious 1 and 2. So Velasa in this sprint as well. Who's going to take the short shoot? Again, it's Wild. Again, it's Yee. Brownlee right behind. Who's going to get that advantage? It will be decisive in this one. There's a bit of argy-bargy onto the black carpet. It's a sprint for it, and this time it's going to be Alex Yee, who kicks again, beats Wild again, picks up the short shoot. Here we go, stage 2 underway right now. And a slip from Mislachuk off the start, one from Holm as well. He drops back through the pack, and it's Wild at the front with Yee, Reed right behind. So Hayden Wild has the swim cap on already, and he's put his Red Bull helmet on over the top. So he's going to be ready, and we saw how much damage Taylor Spivey did, as you guys just mentioned, in the transition onto the swim. But right now, we've got the bike coming up as the three cheaters head out. Well, our statistician, Graham Atchison, says that Matt Hauser should, with his swim speed, take this stage out. But as we said, he is in deficit to the tune of, and I'm just trying to make sure at the moment, 12 seconds. So as it stands, Hayden Wild, if it all finishes in this order, based on the split from the last discipline, will start first. So Wild has the swimming cap on already. So let's see if that helps him. And we've got time to go. So he gets into the water first. Great transitions from all of them.
Matty Hauser's going to roar out of this water, and that's 6 to 7 seconds.
Well, he would think, I was 12 seconds down with the penalty. I was quicker than him. I was 10 seconds quicker than him in stage 1. I've taken half of that gap in stage 2. I can win this race.
Yeah.
So Hauser sprints his way down the black carpet, and he's going to find out how far ahead he is. He crosses the line. Yee, Wild, Hauser, the only man without the swim cap on already.
Look at Alex Yee there, or rather Hayden Wild. The elbow comes out, nudges to say, come on, who's coming through? Hauser comes through just as they come across the black carpet. But I'm
out of the shoes, ready to transition into the water. The only man with the swim cap on already is Wild. Didn't make any difference for him before. Let's see how the transition goes.
Wild is looking good, though, in the water. I mean, that swim in the Commonwealth Games we saw when he led out was such a surprise to all of us. When he comes here and he comes out last in the first round. But looking at him now, as we can see, Hauser coming up to the side of him, no surprise there. But he looks good in the water.
Still, a podium after what had happened. You wouldn't think without that he'd be up the front. So 1.6 kilometres to decide our podium. There is no one anywhere near these three.
Last year it won Hayden Wild the round in London. The short shoot won the round.
Well, here we're going to see the short shoot be taken. It's going to be taken by Matt Hauser.
Booyah.
So he moves to the front. And now suddenly Hayden Wild sees the back of Matt Hauser, who knows there's about 1 kilometre between him and a victory. Wild's got it.
Yeah, Matty Hauser looked fatigued. He took the short shoot, and we know once you take that short shoot, you have to commit to that gap.
Now on Hauser. Hauser wants to finish this one off. The Falcons flying, though, here at West India Quay. He knows he's got it in the bag. There are the Falcon wings. He comes onto the black carpet. He waves to the crowd. It's Hayden Wild who is going to do the job. Silver in Birmingham and #1 here in London. Hauser does hold off Yee.